I'm back to doing animation again. Yeah, I animate. Yeah, I do it in my free time. It's pretty fun. But anyways, he's so cute. Look at him. He's waking up. He's super EP. But also, he's taking infinite back shots. It kind of looks like that. I realized like 4 hours in, it kind of looks like he's taking infinite back shots. And I was like, that's crazy. I'm going to finish it. Because like, look, I don't spit. I swallow, okay? But like, chill. Wait, why would he say that? Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Rabbit Hole. I want to talk about pyramid schemes, okay? I want to talk about pyramid schemes, why I hate them, what they've done to me, and my experiences with them. Because honestly, they are like one of the most prevalent, I guess you could say, yeah, prevalent and most annoying things in the job market at the moment. Because one, you never know, well, okay, eventually you learn. Eventually, if you stand inside the hiring process for more than, I don't know, 3 months, you get at least 2 pyramid schemes, as long as you're looking for like random sales positions, okay? And as an art student, I was. As an art student, I definitely was. Do I want to need that? Not really. CSC. Nope. But yeah, pyramid schemes. I applied to like maybe... also, I didn't apply to them because they were pyramid schemes. Just want to put that out there. Long story short, at some point as an art student, you notice that your degree is like literally useless at like 9 times out of 10. So all you do is apply to jobs that you definitely like aren't really qualified for, but like really need the money for, you know what I mean? So yeah, I got super desperate. Don't get me wrong. Oh. Hey there, Magnolia, how you doing? And I applied to like literally any job under the sun, legitimately. Speedrun tech. Nice, huge even. But yeah, because of that, I applied to a lot of sales positions. And also, just for the record, if you ever go job hunting, literally do not touch any sales positions. One, if you find an honest sales position, it's actually like one of the worst jobs of all time. You basically walk door to door unless you have like a car, and then they make you drive door to door to people. And you have to interact with people that don't want to buy your goods, like at all. They never want to buy your goods because you're literally selling to them door to door salesman style, going to their door, disturbing their day. And they don't want that. They don't want that. Me personally, I wouldn't even want it either, so I don't even know why I was applying to those positions. But long story short, I did. A lot of them. Some big name companies, some like not so big name companies, I guess you could say. And then every time it was a big name company, it was always revealed that like, oh, we're actually a partnership under said company. And I'm like, yeah, but like I want to work for that company, so I have the name. That's the entire reason I applied. You know what I mean? But you know, you're gonna get. If you are like looking through every job under the sun, you will definitely get at least one pyramid scheme, okay? At least one. I got maybe like 10, okay? I got maybe like 10 because I kept applying to those roles. Because I thought, hey, maybe it was one bad egg, you know what I mean? Maybe it was... Ain't no way. Yeah, maybe it was like one bad egg, and that doesn't make the entire batch, you know what I mean? Little did I know that like 90% of sales positions, they're just pyramid schemes. Insane movement. They're just pyramid schemes. Oh. Look, if you're quote unquote hiring proctor or interviewee says that they're a business that participates in multi-level marketing and or has like growth opportunities and is looking for people who are interested in business and teachable, quote unquote, whatever that means, that is definitely a pyramid scheme, okay? How many times have I heard that? And then they make you, like, for some reason, every single pyramid scheme under the sun tries to get you to read a book called Rich Man, Poor Man to, like, really understand their philosophy. I don't know why they do it. I don't know, maybe it's, like, something, like, in the pyramid scheme handbook or something. Maybe there's, like, oh, wow. Insane recovery. He really brought that back. Insane. Cool stick. Not really. But like every single one of them tells you to read Rich Man, Poor Man. I don't understand it. I'm like, man, that's crazy. But like, look, I've been in like a bunch of interview processes where they like put you all on a Zoom call. Everyone there looks literally like depressed, and everyone there is definitely overqualified, and everyone there is like I've seen like guys who like literally ran their own businesses in these, in these how do you say, interview processes where everyone's getting scammed and nobody wants to be there. CEOs, not well. I mean, was he a CEO? He said he was a business owner. I'm not really sure if that makes him a CEO. I don't know what CEO stands for. I just know it's a big kahuna name. You know what I mean? Like, it's a name for the guy with the big kahunas. Yeah. I don't really want any of that. Do I want HP? I kind of want HP. I'll get HP. Here. Ain't no way I died. I just stood there and took it. Anyways. Long story short, I've been in a lot of these pyramid scheme interviews. Sometimes they literally do not care. They literally give you an AI chatbot, not even an AI chatbot, an AI voice recording, saying, "Hey, we're gonna teach you all about this, like, what we do over here." Blah 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 blah. There's 100 people inside the yeah, there's 100 other candidates inside the what do you call it? The interview process. They do not see you as a person. They see you as another number that there is going to go inside of their candidacy and probably not going to join because everyone knows it's a pyramid scheme, but they want you there nonetheless. Okay? They even like do this thing where, like, I mean, okay, maybe not every single one of them, but maybe like 2 or 3 of them that I was a part of were like, "Hey, yeah, once you are part of our company, we'll like take you places for free, like this business meeting where it's just a bunch of people who are also getting scammed." And I'm like, that's crazy, that's insane, that's insane tracking. Absolutely insane fight. Absolutely great fight. Thank you, Lady Stradavius. But yeah, no. They'll do this thing. They'll like try to entice you. Many, they all have one way to entice you, okay? I mean, not, okay, so everyone has their own way of enticing, okay? Or every company, at least. That does pyramid schemes. And I can't drop any names because I don't want to get into legal trouble or whatever, you know what I mean? I feel like that's like a form of defamation, and I, as a person who actually kind of understands law, knows that that's like literally illegal, so I can't do that, you know what I mean? I don't know the most about law, but I did do like mock trial when I was younger, so I know what defamation is, I know what hearsay is, I know what objections actually are, instead of like, oh yeah, it's a thing from Ace Attorney, you know what I mean? But anyways, I'm not mentioning that. I don't know everything about like the legal system, but I know the basics basically. Like, you run faster, but you might die instantly. I'm good. I don't really want that. I'm beyond. No, stop talking, stop talking. Ah, whatever. Just give it to me. Did you just? Did they just SpongeBob gag me? Did they gag me? Can you like cue the laugh track? No, fair enough. Okay, anyways, let's continue. Let's pretend that never happened. Let's say I didn't take the risk and I'm still fighting Omi. Hey kid, I got a deal for you. I doubled the damage of your guns, but shop prices are doubled on the next floors. That's actually really good if I can get a really good weapon on this floor. It's not the best, mind you, but it's okay. But anyways, back to pyramid schemes. I hate them. Oh my god, the people in those interviews though, okay? And I don't just mean like the proctors or the interviewers. I mean like the people who are like trying to get the job that is a pyramid scheme. And some of them are aware. Like I got this one guy who was like literally like, "Hey, so I know we're doing this interview right now," and it was like the end of the interview. And he was like, "Man, can you explain why like these tens of thousands of people on Reddit say that your company is literally a pyramid scheme?" And also, I just want to say, that's not what the weapon I wanted. It was perfectly fine when it wasn't that one. Anyways, no, there's this one guy being like, yeah. So, I just want to question this guy. I want to question the interviewee. About whether or not this is a pyramid scheme. Because, like, I see a bunch of guys on Reddit. And I kid you not. The interviewer didn't even, like, put up a fight. The interviewer literally just looked at him and was like, "You got me. Like, I don't know what to do." It was the funniest thing of all time. Like, he literally like put his hands up. He's like, "Yeah, I don't really know what to say to that." I mean, like, he didn't even try to defend himself. He didn't say something like, he definitely could have, by the way. He definitely could have said something like, "Hey, so I know all those guys are on the internet, but like, I'm right here, man. I'm like a real person or whatever." You know what I mean? Like, he could have said something, but he literally just said, no, he didn't say anything. He looked at him and said, "Hey, I mean, okay." He was like, "Okay. Yeah, so like 1 million people on Reddit told you that this is like a pyramid scheme. That's crazy." And he didn't even deny it. He literally didn't even deny it. It was the funniest thing of all time. But that's not the funny. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That wasn't even the funniest part. Okay, the funniest part was when one of the one of the interviewers, and by this point, I was also searching on Reddit. By the way, I just didn't bring it up during the interview. This is like the other guy in the interview brought it up, and I was like, okay, Fair enough. Honestly, I was thinking about it too. I searched it up too because, you know, always do background checks for your companies because they do background checks on you. You know what I mean? But like, but he was absolutely cooked. The interviewer was like literally sitting there and he was absolutely cooked. But then one of the one of the other guys or other people who were trying to get the job, okay? She stepped in. She stepped in and she was like, "Hey, look, if you don't want this job, you can just leave. You can just go. You don't even need to be here." And I'm like, first of all, me being the person who like actually knew that this was a pyramid scheme for the maybe like half the interview, I was like, okay, please stop talking. Like, I know you're trying to defend this guy who's literally trying to scam you, but you need to chill. You literally need to chill out because it was so like if you had the hindsight. If you had enough hindsight to know that it was a pyramid scheme, then it was like actually the most embarrassing thing for her of all time. But like she didn't. She was blissfully unaware that she was getting scammed, and she just kept going. She was like, yeah, no. Like the guy who like called out the interviewer was like, yeah, no, but like you can't tell me that these tens of thousands of people on Reddit are just lying. You can't tell me that. And she's like, no. I mean, yeah, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. You can leave though. You can leave. We're not telling you to stay. We're not telling you to stay. And I was like, me being a complete bystander to this, because like I was not gonna like, you know, take the job. I was like, you know, swamped in the job market at the time. Still, I was crawling my way out and stuff. Honestly, that was like the most entertaining thing that I've ever seen in an interview, or at least a group interview. It was nice. I didn't tell her. I wasn't like, hey, hey, this is definitely a scheme. This is definitely one of those pyramid schemes. Like, he has mentioned MLM or multi-level marketing like maybe 18 times in this entire interview. So this is definitely it. And building your own business and whatnot, and being your own boss. Like that's how also, those are things that like they just say. They don't, well, okay, they kind of mean something. They mean something from like a, how do you say, literal standpoint, but they don't mean something actually. What they are actually saying by saying build your own boss, be an entrepreneur, it actually means, hey, we don't want to actually help you. We want you to build your own business and we can profit off of it. Okay, that's what we want. That's what we want. So don't if you ever hear that inside of an interview, literally leave like the plague is chasing you and we are in the medieval ages. Okay, legitimately, I mean that 100% certainty. Legitimately. Let me see this. Let me do this. Bitch. I don't know where he is. Go over here. But yeah, no. Like, you meet a lot of creatures. I don't want to call them creatures. I'm gonna call them creatures. You meet a lot of creatures inside the desperate job market. They're most of the time though, you get the people who are literally like, not like desperate, but like look very lazy, if I will. Like literally sleeping on their couch, haven't even dressed up for the interview. Oh. Half awake, you can tell they're half awake because their eyes are literally like kind of bloodshot. You know what I mean? I know you've had that too. I know you had that too, and you're not even going for interviews, you know what I mean? Like, I usually look like that whenever I'm gaming. Oh. Ain't no way you got me explosion radius, I swear to God. Hee shiver. But yeah. No. You know, the thing that's gotten me thinking about this is because I have a friend, okay? I have a friend who also, made the mistake of trying to like audition, interview for like some pyramid schemes because he was unaware at the moment as well. All right, so I don't blame him. Okay, when I was that new to the job market, I don't blame him. Okay, out. But like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like after I told him, hey, that's literally a pyramid scheme. You don't want to do that. You don't want to join that. He hit me with nah, dude. Let me feel it out first. And that was like, okay. I mean, I understand the sentiment. Oh, ain't no way. I understand the sentiment. You want to, like, just because your friend said, hey, this is literally a pyramid scheme and you should stop this and like, not interview with them, doesn't mean that it's a pyramid scheme. But then, like, I literally showed him proof. I'm like, hey, like, here, watch this video. It shows you all the signs of, like, a pyramid scheme. MLM, be your own boss. They show you, like, a chart that tells you to, like, stop being a worker and go to and start being your own boss, you know what I mean? Oh, here's the people that like are their own boss and make passive income, and you don't want to make active income. You don't want to like actually work for the things that you or work for money. You want to like earn it passively, and I agree with that a little bit, but at the same time, I don't know. A good work ethic goes a long way. You know what I mean? But anyways, long story short, I showed him a bunch of signs. I was like, okay, your boss is literally telling you to like do sunk cost fallacy. They're trying to get you to. They were even trying to get him to pay to be part of their company. And then I was like, dude, that is literally a logical fallacy. It's called sunk cost fallacy. It's the fallacy where you sink so much into something already that you don't feel like leaving anymore. That's what gacha does. And him being a like, chronic gacha addict as well. Some of the wrath of God. I don't even know what you said. Just leave. What do you need, Dennis? Take this. I like that weapon. But no, him being the chronic gacha addict he was like, no, I got this. And I was telling him like, hey, dude, you should really stop communicating with these people. And I was telling him that for this like maybe 3 months, and most of the time he ignored me. And I was like, you shouldn't do it. You really shouldn't do it. You should get away from this company because they're literally a devil corp. I showed him like literally, what was it? Reddit threads, even news articles. I showed him news articles that showed that this company was a scam. Apparently they did something with a university. Like, they literally scammed an entire university at a job fair. And I was like, that's crazy. Hey, you should look at this. And then he's like, nah, that's not real. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's not real. It's a news article. It's literally a news article. It's... like, he's like, at first he was like, hey, I don't believe in Reddit, because Reddit's just like, I don't know, a group that is like non-affiliated with any kind of like place that gives incentive at all. And, literally a free speech board. Why would I trust Reddit? It has too many like people, blah 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 blah. He didn't have a real reason, to be completely honest. I showed him like numerous sites saying, hey, this site says they're a scam. This site that says they're a scam. I'm like, you should definitely get away from this. And I'm not sure if he ever did. Apparently he told me, he's like, hey, I'm just gonna grab my licenses and I'm out. And I'm like, that's sunk cost fallacy, leave the place. I swear, please stop going for this pyramid scheme. And I was like, I was being a good friend, okay? I was actively trying to get him away from it. I wasn't, disparaging him. I wasn't calling him, like, dumb or stupid or anything like that. Because I believe that, like, negative affirmation, well, not even affirmation. Negative feedback is the worst way to convince someone. But anyways, no, I was saying, hey, look, I understand your position. I understand that you're, like, looking in between jobs. I'm doing it too. I was doing it at the time. But, like, this is not the way to go. I'm actively trying to not get you scammed. Alright? I'm actively trying to, like, literally save your life from 3 months of, I don't know, contribution that is not going to get you anywhere. Huh. And he never told me if he left. He literally never told me if he left. I will say one thing, though. After I did show him the sites, he did one silly little thing that I don't understand why he did it, but what he did, he's like, hey, Naishi, look, you know what? I'm gonna ask a few people. If this is a scam, and then I'll get back to you and I'll tell you if I should do it or not, okay? And then you know who he asked? He asked his interviewer. The person actively trying to scam him. And I was so pissed. And he's like, no, but he's a really cool dude. And I'm like, yeah, he's a really cool dude because he wants to scam you. He literally wants to scam. It is his job to try and scam you. You should back away from him instantly. Why are you using the person that is actively trying to scam you? Okay, hypothetically. I mean, I guess it's hypothetically in his sense, even though I 100% knew it was a scam. But like, hypothetically, if he wasn't trying to scam him, maybe it would come off as a little bit rude. Like not trusting the person that's trying to interview you. But like, he is actively trying to scam him. Like, I even went to like, okay, so he had a thing where I had to like, no, he was trying to get some people to go with him on quote unquote sales calls for practice. Okay? And he brought me along, and I, being the person who like literally one was actively trying to tell him to stop doing it. Maybe I shouldn't have fed. Maybe I shouldn't have fed his desires a little bit. But I did actually go for the interview, and I was like I was literally chewing the interviewer out. I was literally chewing him out. I was like, yeah. So how do you guys make money? And he's like, we sell. What do you sell? And he's like, these goods, and he like put me on a pamphlet, and he's like, oh, hey, you should totally get these. And I'm like, these are the same, these are literally the same things. These are the same items that the other pyramid schemes that I took interviews for. That's what they were trying to get me to sell. And I'm like, this guy, I can't bring that up because it's like, how do you say, it's socially unacceptable knowledge to bring something up if the other person doesn't know about it. They know about it 100% in my head, but like, my friend didn't know about it. Like, my friend didn't know that these are literally scams, or literally scam items. Oh. Oh. And the interviewer was definitely not going to tell him that because, you know, he wants him fooled. All right, he wants him in the dark, and he wants him to simply eat whatever he gives him. You know what I mean? Oh, ain't no way I didn't slide there. That's crazy. Page. Take this. Take that. Bottle me up inside. Let's go. No. But yeah, anyways. What was I talking about again? The interviewer. Okay, so yeah, I was chewing him out. And the interviewer really didn't, like, have any good reason, or have any good comebacks, like, at all. But my friend being the person he is, very silly, mind you, very, 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 very silly. He defended the interviewer during the interview. And I was like, dude, I'm literally trying to save your life. I am actively trying to save your life from this man. Like, he is trying to rob you of your goods. He is trying to ransack your villages and steal your wives and children. And I'm literally trying to help you here. I'm literally trying to help you. Like I was actively chewing him out. I was asking him questions. I was like, hey, you know, I already went over it, but whatever. Long story short, he literally defended him, and I was kind of mad. And then after the interview, his boss actually told him, hey, I didn't really respect how your friend, like, chewed me out there. And I'm like, yeah, you want to know why? You want to know why, friend A? It's because I was winning! I was winning the argument! He had nothing to defend himself with! He didn't know what to do! And he's like, hey, dude, he doesn't really want to, like, talk with you anymore. And I'm like, no, duh! No, duh, he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. I don't know, it was such a surreal experience, because, like... Because, like, I know I'm literally trying to help him. I'm literally trying to help my friend. He did not want the help, he did not accept the help, and he never, like, followed up on it. He never followed up on it with me, okay? Which is the weirdest part, to be completely honest, because... I'll take some HP. Legitimately, I don't know if he is still inside of it or not. I literally don't know, because he never mentioned to me after not the interview, but after, like, the 18th time I told him, hey, it's a pyramid scheme. He never mentioned it to me ever again. And I wasn't even like the only friend that was trying to get him out of it, okay? I wasn't even the only one. I wasn't like actively telling, like, a lot of people, I guess. It was more so I told, like, a few people that were, like, really close to him, and I was like, hey, I know he's not listening to me. Can you please try your hand at, like, helping him? Because I don't know why he's not listening to me. I've been with him, like, basically his entire life. Do some of this. Get out of here. Huge. Teabag. But yeah, no. I've been with you, like, basically your entire life. I've been with you through thick and thin. I'm still with you, by the way. I'm still hanging out with him. I just hope he never touches pyramid schemes ever again. Because he is the type of person that would fall for it. I swear to God, he is the type of person that would fall for it. He told me, like, every single time I gave him, like, a proof, a reason, and he asked, I gave him proof. I gave him reasons that he asked for. He physically asked for. He said, hey, you don't have enough evidence. And, like, what? 1 million people on Reddit isn't enough evidence. Like, testimonies from real people aren't enough evidence. And I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. One, that you don't trust me. And two, that you're asking for more evidence after I give you evidence. I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way. I'm sure he didn't take it as much, but I took it as, like, a loss of trust a little bit. Because I don't know, it literally feels like he didn't trust me, even though I've done nothing but try to help him during those times, okay? Maybe he was in a desperate position. Maybe he was in, like, a little worried mind state. But still, man, I was doing my literal due diligence to try and assist this man, and he just did not want it. And I still don't know. I literally still don't know if whether or not he's still inside the pyramid scheme, because he never told me. This man never told me. It's driving me insane. Like that's the reason why I'm speaking about it now, by the way. Because I still don't know. Because I still don't know if he's doing it. I actively I wish I could ask about it, but he hasn't brought it up in like, you know, maybe 5 months. So I assume he left. But I also assume that he doesn't want to talk about it with me because he sounded pretty upset when I was like trying to explain to him for like the 18 millionth time, hey, this is a pyramid scheme. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'll ask him about it anyway. Because honestly, I just want to make sure he's safe. Okay, I legitimately just want to make sure he's safe. But literally no other reason. Oh. Out. Oh. 2 HP. 1 HP. Reload, please, disc! Insane dodge. We're good, we're good, we're good. We got this. Wrath of God does not mean anything. Okay. Oh my god, if he spit fire there, I was dead. If he'd spit fire right there, I was absolutely cooked. But he didn't, and I'm happy. But anyways, long story short, I have a very complicated relationship with pyramid schemes, and that relationship is that I hate them, and I don't like them, and I literally just want them to burn, and I never want to see one ever again. Never. Okay, just as a rule of thumb, if you are inside of the job market right now, do not go for any kind of sales position. Give her a hug. Give her a hug. Employment. Buy me dinner first. I'll do that once I get a job. Actually, no, I have a job. But like, she'll do that once she gets a job. I don't know. No offense, but like, this has mad unemployment vibes. Don't be a stranger. But let me move back here. We're still going. We're still going. No, don't think I'm not done. Don't think I'm done. Yeah, that's my rant on pyramid schemes. I don't like them. I actually kind of, if you think about it, I kind of hate them, really. They are the most like predatory thing of all time. Not actually. There's more predatory things. In all due respect. With all due respect, I do recognize, like, please don't tell me, please. I got killed by the golden baby. Not the golden baby. I got killed by the golden baby. The golden baby. There's no way. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this episode of Rabbit Hole. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good morning, afternoon, and/or evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.